Welcome to Testimonials from the Healing Institute with Prophet Uebert Angel.
Good news to you. My name is Cheryl. I'm from Spirit Embassy, United Kingdom. In the month of May 2021, I was going on this specific bus ride in London, and then the bus went over a ditch and I jumped up off my seat, but it was fine at that time. And I started experiencing back pain in my lower back, and progressively my pain kept getting worse up until like August 2021. The service of superior spirits, until I had an encounter with the prophet. The pain was so bad. I thought it was just gonna go away. I just need to be more agile, stretch, do something. I was counting on it going away. I even started using heat packs. It kept getting worse up until a point where I started sleeping on the floor, thinking that if I sleep on a flatter surface, the pain would just subside. And I couldn't reach anything or suddenly bend or quickly turn around or even reach the back of my head or my neck. Mobility was a big issue at that time for me. During the lockdown, when nobody was supposed to get out of their homes, I would just take a walk around my neighborhood and I would walk by the stores, etc. And I would just feel like a strange presence of a particular couple that dressed really well, and I don't know who they are or how they, I know the appearance of these people, but I've never seen them. So I just thought I was just going crazy because I was not allowed to meet people. Got to 2021, my friends and I were having a conversation about the pinnacle of how their lives changed. And my friend suggested about how the teachings of Prophet Uebert Angel changed his life. And out of all that conversation, the name Prophet Uebert Angel stuck to my mind. And after the conversation was done, I went back to YouTube, put the name there, and I was like, oh my God, this is the person who I thought was following me or was walking alongside me. And one thing led to another. I looked up for the church near me. I was in London, but I didn't know that I could go to church or anything. I didn't basically participate, or I didn't want to participate much rather at that point in my life in church activities. But because of this thing, because I already saw a couple, which was Prophet Uebert Angel and Prophetess Beverly Angel, it just made complete sense that they were trying to visit me in my visions, and that's how I started coming to Spirit Embassy London. In my mind, I thought if I ever get a chance that Prophet would ask me what God wanted to do in my life, I was set to say that my biggest request at that point in time was a job, because that was the only concern that was in my mind. And it did happen. It so happened that the Prophet actually came to me and asked, what do you want the Lord to do for you? And I said a job, and then Prophet just looked straight at me and he said, no, you have a pain in your back and your shoulders are tense. And that's when I realized that I actually need healing from my backache, my lower back.
From the neck here to this back pain here, especially here.
Yes.
It's like discs are if you go like this, they're opening.
Yes,
I decree and declare now. It doesn't even need to go to names. But if you want to go to names, it can say, the Lord is ministering to me. That's Cheryl Kaliskoma.
That's my name. That's my name. I'm Cheryl.
That healing is yours. I didn't hear you.
Yeah, Cheryl's my name. My name is Cheryl.
Is your name?
Yeah.
Paloskia Tahas.
And the surprising thing was, nobody except my mother knew that I was having such a terrible backache, and I started sleeping on the floor at that point in time. And then after he said that I needed a healing in my lower back, he also mentioned that my mom was suffering with the same condition. That's when I put two and two together and realized, okay, this thing I know the symptoms, because I know my mom had struggled from the same thing, and he actually told me that it was a slip disc, and I could confirm from the symptoms that I was going through and what my mom had at that point in time were the same. And he also mentioned my mom's name, and he said that this was the condition that you were going through, and he said that I could receive my healing right then and there.
There. And also when I'm talking, even your mom, where's your mom?
My mama is in Hyderabad, India.
Hyderabad. There is also a problem with bones.
Yeah, she's been having it for a while. A really long time, actually.
Super sickness. The Lord is ministering to me. Where's your sister? S-U-S. Your mom S.
My mom's name is Subha, S-U-B-H-A.
Super sickness. They didn't hear that right.
and he prayed for me, he prayed for my neck. And since then, I was perfectly fine. I went back. By the time I put my mattress back on the bed, wanting to sleep and everything. But next day in the morning, the pain came back, and it was worse than however it was before. And I couldn't move. To get out of my bed that day in the morning, just to use the washroom, it took me 1 hour and 15 minutes to just crawl out of the bed. And that's when I called my friend who mentioned about Prophet Angel. And then surprisingly, he had a screen recording of when the Prophet was ministering healing to me. And he sent me the clip, and I watched the clip over and over and over and over. And it's kept getting worse, up until my landlady had come to me and said that this is actually worse. It could be a thing of the bone, etc., etc. But I knew at that time that I received my healing, and it's just lice in different forms being fed to me. But because I was alone and I was scared, and they already had called the ambulance for me, I went to the A&E, and the doctor looked at me. He took one look at me and he said, I think you're healing from something, and you do not have anything such as slip disc. He offered me a sandwich because he understood that I didn't eat anything since morning. And he gave me a paracetamol, and he said that I'm healing from a slip disc, whereas he literally doesn't know. He just took my name. He asked me what my problem was, and I was actually wheeled into the doctor's room. And he was like, it's actually nothing. You can just go out. You don't even need the wheelchair. But whereas I never mentioned to the doctor that I never mentioned any condition, no, nothing. I just told him that I'm having a severe lower back pain. And he told me, in fact, that I'm healing from a lower back pain. And because my muscles were tense, they're releasing, and that's why there's a discomfort like that. And that's how I kept my healing. I just kept looking back at the video over and over when Prophet ministered healing for me. And I believed in my heart that my healing was already available and I was already healed. And I didn't give in to the pain coming back or people telling me it's the bone or this or that.
You said you had pain on the back, like discs moving. You've just laid hands on her and prayed for her right now. All the pain is gone. You can move. She can bend. Everything. Look at that. Go like this. No, is there any more pain?
No, not at all. Absolutely free. I'm free. I don't have no.
She said she is free, and she is free indeed.
I'm so thankful for my man of God, the highly esteemed Prophet Uebert Angel. One encounter with our man of God has completely changed my life for good. I'm completely healed from my backache, and I used to wear glasses back then, and I used to slightly squint even if I were to look over my glasses and stuff, but I'm completely fine. Even when Prophet Angel mentioned about my mom, I went back and I told her this is what happened to me, and the prophet of God had mentioned your name. She completely stopped having her backache that she used to occasionally have once in a while here and there. But now she's completely healed, and even though the man of God never prayed for my job, I work in the best place anyone could possibly imagine. And I'm really thankful for our man of God for answering the call of God upon his life and impacting millions of lives around the world. And I'm so thankful, sir, for your life.
Receive your healing at the Healing Institute with Prophet Uebert Angel. Register for free at www.healinginstitute.org.